Hey, it's your boy Bobby Beast here. I want to talk about a subject that comes to mind, and that is how would Ghost react to Tariq's power? When it comes down to it right now, Tariq is like, right now they're big. They're running everything. They have more shipment than everybody, and they're trying to take out the competition. Tariq is pretty much like the boss, basically, when it comes down to it. But I want to say that Kane is also the boss as well. And don't get it twisted, Effie is a boss in her own right as well. Braden is still learning things. But basically, when it comes down to it, basically we'll see how things play out in regards to that, because I think it's going to potentially turn into a mess, and it's only going to be one leader. So over time, basically, when it comes down to it, how would Ghost react to Tariq's new power? Number one, he didn't want this for Tariq. All right, he wanted Tariq to have a better life than him, to be better than he is, to get degrees, to go on and do things and not do the stuff Ghost had to do to get on top. Ghost became the #1 drug dealer in New York in order to, pretty much get on top, because there was really no other opportunities. And no matter how much they try to say education this, education that, this, that, and the third, there's nothing wrong with people who go out there and they work and they get their papers and they do whatever. But at the end of the day, when it comes down to it, opportunities are limited whenever you are following a path that has been laid out before you versus a path that you create on your own. And even though the risk may be greater with that path, usually that's usually the path of power. Now, when it comes down to it with Tariq and Ghost, like I said, Ghost would be disappointed, even though it's admirable. And Tariq is on the level now where he's pretty much going to be like at his dad's level of power. Ghost still would not have wanted that for Tariq. Now, would he let Tariq do it? Would he allow Tariq to do that? No. I think he would go out his way. He would try to manipulate things so different, so much to the point that he would set it to where Tariq would end up having doing nothing but education. Ghost would even potentially wipe out the entire crew if he had to, because at the end of the day, Ghost was very selfish. And the thing is about Tariq, even though he thinks about himself being a selfless person, at the end of the day, when it comes down to it, he's every bit of his father. He's selfish too in his own ways, and he's loyal to the people that he truly loves. But at the end of the day, he's getting to a place in life where he's not really going to care for nobody but himself and his own personal decisions. Ghost did care for Tasha, he cared for Tommy, he cared for everybody that he held, close to him. But at the end of the day, he didn't really trust any of them, and he would use them if he had to. And Tariq's getting to that point. Right now, I'd say that Effie and Braden are the only two people that he's technically emotionally attached to, outside of Tasha, Yasmin, and his grandmother. But when it comes down to it, when he finds out about their betrayal, it would be very different. And then eventually he's going to look at things like his dad did, and he's just going to play people even though he cares for them. So when it comes down to it, basically Ghost's reaction to Tariq's power is that Ghost would pretty much go against his son. He would try to take his son down. He wasn't past taking down Tasha if he had to. Tariq, on the other hand, he would not let Tariq go to prison, but he would try to mess it up, where Tariq does not do it. So I'm just being honest. If he saw Tariq doing what Tariq was doing, he would try to mess things up where Tariq would not do it, and things would go bad. So that's how he would do it, because he really wants Tariq to become this educational, powerful person and things of that nature, not the person who's the drug dealer. He doesn't want that. So that's what I think Ghost's reaction would be to Tariq having that power. But yeah, that's pretty much it. He would go head to head and manipulate Tariq behind his back. But I just want to say to all of you that it's your boy, Bobby Beast here. I just want to say much love, much respect. Hold it down. And whoa. Hey, it's your boy, Bobby.